Nemesis Prime. Despite being a common vehicle for most Optimus Prime toys, Nemesis Prime rarely gets to be his own character, and if he does appear in something, it's only for a single episode before being tossed aside and never brought up again. But it doesn't have to be this way. Nemesis could be a reoccurring character, and in this video is how I would give Nemesis Prime full characterization. First, we'll start off with my favourite backstory for Nemesis, the Unicorn backstory. Unicorn, while still being banished within the dead universe with the Fallen, needing a way to escape their imprisonment, they plot to use the Matrix against the Autobots and Primus. Through a rift between dimensions, the Fallen instructs Megatron, or someone else like Bludgeon, to stab Prime with a shard of Dark Energon right in the Matrix. When that is accomplished, a wave of energy blows everyone around Prime back. The Matrix floods out the Dark Energon, but that was Unicorn's goal, and he uses this to mold Nemesis Prime into existence, and in turn creates his own Matrix, the Dead Matrix, or the Dark Spark. On to characterization. Remember Nemesis Prime from 2001? It was known as Scourge? Basically that. Optimus with his morals flipped, and not being loyal to Megatron. No, Nemesis is only loyal to Unicron, and whoever falls in line with him. But he keeps an arm's length of the Decepticons, because of their connection to Unicron by the Fallen. So he just tends to play along with whatever they're doing, but unless Unicron or the Fallen says otherwise, and would be the focal point in the Unicorn storyline, as the Chaos Gods anchor into this reality and must be destroyed to cast Unicorn back into the dead universe. However, this isn't the only way Nemesis Prime could be added into a story. Nemesis Prime could also be added in via being made by humans, either by Mech, Cobra, or whoever with the resources, and copies Optimus Prime and dubs him Nemesis Prime. Nemesis will go through a few revisions in this turn of events, starting off as the typical Black Optimus Prime copy, but with every defeat and new data, Nemesis will be changed and modified, and becoming his own distinct character in order to become the ultimate anti-transformer weapon against both Autobot and Decepticon. He could even be the template for further anti-transformer weapons like Nightbird and Stinger, for example, to exist later on, making them a third faction for both Autobot and Decepticon to fight. Then there could be a turning point for Nemesis Prime and the other anti-transformer weapons, as the creators could make an artificial matrix or an artificial spark for Nemesis Prime, and when they install it and finally boot it up, it could turn Nemesis Prime against them, and in turn the rest of the anti-transformer weapons, wiping out the human faction entirely, and having Nemesis Prime and the others join the Decepticons. Or it could just simply make Nemesis Prime and the others more powerful, but I think the former is far more likely. There's also somebody making Nemesis Prime a clone created by Shockwave, where it's practically similar to the human creator backstory, with little differences, like what makes him go berserk is Dark Energon, which makes Nemesis Prime go berserk, that either gets him put down by Megatron and or gets refined into a powerful tool against the Autobots. Until characterization of this Nemesis. Before getting the artificial spark, Nemesis Prime will be mute and efficient, and will follow orders to the letter and always level anything directly in front of him. After getting the artificial spark, he would mostly say the same, but now he speaks in short, to the point sentences, and Nemesis would also gain a deep hatred towards the Autobots due to the remnants of his creator's programming, and would basically be Baver's Prime on the battlefield. Well, those are the ways I think make Nemesis Prime more interesting as a character. But what I hope that I'm putting across is that Nemesis Prime has far more potential than just being a throwaway character. He has been used since the beginning, honestly, with Nemesis Leo Prime in Beast Wars 2 all the way back in 1998. But even in the early days, the second use of Nemesis Prime in 2000-2001 showed that he can be a more in-depth character, and is probably why Nemesis Prime keeps returning to this day. Yes, he is a really service level character, but Nemesis is literally the evil clone of Optimus Prime. Personally, the interactions between the two of them would make up the difference for his straightforward characterization. But all know, if you agree with me or not, on my stance of Nemesis Prime or not, I think we can all agree on one thing, and that is, it is 1,000 times better than the limp attempt that the Bayverse version of the character was.